So welcome everybody to First Feudal. So I decided after reviewing the game that I wanted to make a series on this game. So I decided to make a 100-day challenge or a 100-day series in-game days, not real life days, obviously. Basically what the challenge is to get to 100 days in-game and unlock every single thing in the game. And we're going to try to make the most efficient base that also looks good. So we're going to try to make a little city. So we're going to try to make the best defense system for the base. So whenever attacks come, the villagers don't have to get ready for combat. So with that being said, we can go ahead and start a new game. Call it Ghost 845. And we're going to leave all these default for 100% difficulty, or as their normal difficulty, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go start a new game. Hopefully we get a good map. So we can get a good area to build in. Alright, so let's see the map we got. Press tab to move away from the character. So what I'm looking for is mountains near green grass areas and some type of water source nearby. Seems to be a lot of scattered mountains on this map. This area will be good for farming and keeping the animals. Yeah, I think I'll take this map. So this area right here is pretty much the best area. So we're gonna go ahead and press B and build our meeting or gathering place somewhere in central. So we're gonna put it here. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way in the future. So I'm gonna try to keep everything organized, a bit OCD on that. So starting off, every time I get a new peasant, I put it as always for early game. For late game, hopefully I'll be able to make a system where I won't need that anymore. But I always set on both 2 woodcutters, the first 2 that come, so I can gather as much resources as possible. Wood is the first resource that you need a lot of. Then eventually you'll need stone to make tools, things like that. So I'm gonna give him my axe. I'm gonna take this hammer instead. Actually, I'm gonna leave the hammer. I'm just using my club because I can use it as a weapon. And for building, which I will be building a couple beds here. In the stone quarry, rotate it, put it there. I put 2 there. To start off, we'll need a carpenter's workbench first. We're gonna put them all here, surrounding the gathering place, because the gathering place gives extra points for decoration and things like that. So it helps a bit with stats for the peasants. We build a weapons bench as well, and the kitchen to cook food that we gather. So we got copper sword for completing those things. Copper sword I put in here for the hunter to use, warrior / hunter. And now we got the second reward for the quest. The second quest, we have enough to build 1 bed. Speed up the game a bit. So we have enough for 1 bed. The next peasant will come right now. So he will be the hunter, always on signal for combat. And basically what I do, I just wait for the wood to come so I can build this. Then I start building planks and sticks. So I start building the rest of the stuff. So here comes 20, almost 30. That's pretty good. Those need logs as well, but I'm gonna take care of this stuff first, especially the tools. Because those are important because they run out pretty quick. So I recently did a review on this game. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll leave a link to it. I'll put a link in the top right hand corner right now. If you click on that, it'll take you directly to the video that I made a couple of days ago. So now what we're gonna do is set up this system for artisans to use the workbench. So right now I'm setting a limit for maximum, and for early game, you have to do this or else you waste too much resources on 1 item. So I don't set a limit. But for example, if I put the max on, I won't have enough resources for wooden sticks and wooden bowls. So I've set a limit for early game for the artisans, so I don't run out of resources too quickly. Wooden bowls I don't need that much. It's mainly for water gathering. So since I don't have an artisan yet, I will have to make these myself. So I want to keep an eye on the resources. I'm just gonna keep making these until I run out of stamina. And then I'm gonna make sticks. Actually, I might take a rest. I need to build So I got another reward, 100 points in woodworking. So I'm gonna build the rest of the beds so everybody can sleep. A second bed. I found that you don't need one bed for every single peasant, because they use the same beds regardless. There's no owner of a bed really in this game. So what they do is they just use whatever bed they can get to. So for early game, 3 is probably good, but eventually you need about 5, even up to a population of 15 that I've had in some game saves. I've had only about 5 beds, and it's worked out just fine. So I'm gonna take a rest real quick, regen my stamina. I'll need to eat some food sometime soon as well. So with these videos, I'll be doing 2 days in-game time. So we're on day 1. We're about to enter day 2. So by the next night, that'll be the end of the video. So that's how I'll do these videos. So we got a new quest, is to collect 10 stone and build a kitchen, which I'll have that done soon. This guy will be the builder, so he can help me build some stuff. Get all that. Yeah, my stamina's regen, so now I'm gonna eat some food. He's missing. Actually, I'm gonna set him to Artisan. Actually, there's Woodcutter, since he has no more tools. He needs to be an Artisan. This guy, always on. Needs to be Artisan, so he can build those stuff up for me automatically, and that'll take care of the building process. So you want to build a mine first. I need this one. So what I can do is, if I want to build a specific thing, I can set up the priority for the item by pressing X or Z. X to raise it, or Z to lower it. You can see right here at the bottom. So Z goes down, X goes up as in priority. You can also press these buttons down here, things like that. Now he should prioritize this one whenever he has the resources, but if he doesn't have the resources, he will skip that request and go to the next prioritized item to build. So after he's done, the next guy will be a miner, so he can get stones. And it looks like we got a random encounter. Robbers roam the area in the forest. What do you want to do? So a little trick. This is kind of an exploit. You press worth considering, and then quick save the game, and you can press we have nothing to fear. And so if a peasant dies, you can just reload the quick save and retry the fight. And some of the time, some other random encounters, you can get different rewards. So it looks like the warrior actually took him out by himself, so that's pretty good. So we can do a quick save again. So now it's nighttime. We have half a moon. Eventually, so the way the lighting works in this game is pretty cool. Depending on what at nighttime, depending on what size the moon is, it affects the visibility of the game. So peasants will need torches to see at nighttime most of the time, and eventually when there's no moon, the game is pitch black instead of it. But in areas where there's torches and campfires and things like this, it'll emit light, and you'll see the area. So the tools, I basically do the same thing for early game. I just do 1 each in priority needed. So axes are needed, and pickaxes are needed a lot. I'll put those up there. Then the hammer is not that needed right now. Torches I'll put up to 5, just so I have extra, because they don't always use it. So it's good to have extras of that. I got an upgrade. I'm gonna get the washing first, so I can get leather, stuff like that. So we complete another quest. I got 1 point of intelligence. So for Weaponsmith, what we're looking for is intelligence. The more intelligent the person, the better they are making tools and things like that. So we're gonna wait for the next guy. Maybe he'll come with more stats, better stats. New science is available. We're gonna go with pumpkins. We won't start a farm now, but eventually we'll need to. Oh, we're running out of storage, so I forgot to place these down. Build a bunch of those. Weapons, I'll just make 5 of these, I guess, because we need to make them to upgrade that skill to be able to make better tools and things like that. So we didn't get a good guy for intelligence. So we have to take one of these guys. This Woodcutter, he can be the Weaponsmith, and then the Warrior Hunter can be the Woodcutter. So we got the kitchen done. We're gonna make as much steak as we can because these boil slower than raw meat. So just to preserve the meat, we're gonna cook it. Looks like we got 2 quests. We had 1 quest complete, and a bunch more to do. These I never really focus on because I always complete them without even trying. So it's like we have a shortage of wood. So we got another random encounter, another enemies nearby, so worth considering. Quick save, and we're gonna go ahead and fight. So always on, call to arms means everybody drops what they're doing and gets ready for war or combat. So the guys come over here. They should be able to take care of it by themselves. This guy's getting hammered on though. We'll help him out. Yeah, okay. I'm not pretty good with combat in this game, but I usually leave it up to the peasants to do all that. So, check out what the skills. So next upgrade, we can build wooden houses or stone processing. I'm not sure which one to get first. Probably stone, because we get a better quarry. Yeah, so we unlock ordinary quarry, which you can get clay from, and more stone, I believe. So after you first start, the game starts to slow down a bit. In the beginning, it's pretty fast paced, but once you get like 5 peasants or 5 villagers, things slow down because you just start waiting around for them to do stuff, pretty much. So now we can take a bit more time looking around the map, planning things out. One thing I just noticed, I'm not that close to a lake, but we're close enough. I want to take too long for our villager to come down here to pick up some water. So we're gonna place that. We're also going to start placing the rest of the stuff around the center of the map. We still have barrels now, which is pretty good. So we're gonna put a little barrel there, 2 in the air. So we use this one for wood. Put priority up for this one and this one. We're actually put this one to 4. So you do this one first and this one. So we can collect water from there in order to build this. So what this does is allows us to process wool, flax, flowers, and animal hide to turn into leather. So we need leather to build these barrels. So we need to build this right here first, the pier. We gather water with bowls. Then with the bowls we can build this. With the water gathered, we can build this stuff. So after the first day, things slow down a lot. We got a new resource point, so we can get the stone processing. We can get the better quarry. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Quarry. I don't know. It's a weird word. So this query we're gonna put it here, I guess, or how many spaces? 1, 2. I guess we put it here so we can get it a bit more closer to the sensor. So once we unlock wooden houses, we're gonna start building houses for the peasants. But that'll be it for this episode, since we're reaching the end of the 2nd day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe for more. Let me know what type of videos you like. If you like this type of video, let me know. Hold on. I need to put my guy to sleep because he's about to die. Yeah, 5 stamina. So if you like this type of content, let me know in the comments. Again, I've made a review on this game if you want to see that. The link's in the top right hand corner. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.